everybody. Merry almost Christmas. Christmas is just a couple days away, and we got a nice little winter storm that's a brewing and a coming among us. So we are going to be getting ready and preparing for Winter Storm Elliott is what they're calling the daggum thing. I don't know how hard it's really going to hit us. Honestly, I think the worst part of it is just going to get really, really, really cold. I think tomorrow morning it's supposed to be like -3, which is cold for here. Not anything we don't see normally in the wintertime every now and then. Definitely nothing that sticks around usually for a long time, but we do see it. But the worst thing that's going to be coming with that cold is that it's going to be not only -3 tomorrow morning, but -3 with a 20-mile-an-hour wind. So I don't know what that makes the wind chilled. All I know is it's going to be freaking cold outside. So we're just kind of getting everything ready today. Taking some hay out to the cows, getting the water tank heaters hooked up and plugged in, and we're going to set a few bales out in each of these front fields to give the cows some wind breaks, because they don't really have anything up here to break the wind off of them. At least the cows in the back, they've got a couple hollers and dips and trees they can get behind and break the wind with that. So we're going to give them a little bit of a wind break so they can stay out of the cold, hopefully, because it's going to be raining and then snow and then get really cold, and so they're going to be pretty chilled come tomorrow morning. So we're going to do everything we can to kind of get them tucked in for a good long cold night and cold weekend. So, but hopefully after a couple of days everything's supposed to warm back up to more of a normal cold, and actually supposed to be above freezing again come next weekend, I think. So it won't last too long. It'll be a good couple of days of staying tucked in by the TV, I guess, and catching up on some episodes and things like that, and maybe we'll get some chances to work on some budgets for next year, as much fun as that sounds. But good things to do in the wintertime when you can't be outside doing anything else, or you don't want to be outside doing anything else. So that's what we got going on today. We're going to get prepared for Storm Elliott here and get everything ready to go. Alrighty, if y'all been following along any, you know that back when we put these waters in, we went ahead and ran conduit to them for electric, and we finally got the electric hooked up here, and we're gonna get these water heaters hooked up. Now these are just your regular old tank de-icers. Ran the cord over here, put some clamps on it so the cows couldn't knock it loose, and unfortunately the cords are too short, so we got a piece of PVC here just to keep the cows from tearing the cord up when they walk on it, and we're just gonna cut us a notch right here to run that cord out, and run the extension cord down through there, and then just tuck in the excess that we got down in there, because these were the shortest that I could find, and I think they're like 20 foot, because that's all they had. Everything else was indoor use only. Want to make sure I got some outdoor cord, just a light duty cord. I think they were like $13 or something like that, so not horrible, I guess. But so we're just gonna get that ran in here and hooked up. Alright, so we just got that plugged in right there, and then got a little notch cut there. Put that on, and then we're gonna put a clamp on here just to make sure that don't get pulled out, and we'll be good to go. So Alrighty, well, we got that one done. And so now we're just gonna go do the same thing to the other field, and then we can start taking some hay out. The best daggum starting tractor out there, I tell you. I don't think it would matter how cold it is. A few seconds on the glow plugs and that thing fire right up. So, well, we got our water heaters hooked up and everything's nice and good with them. So what we're gonna do, we're gonna go ahead and grab a few bales of hay. Take probably 3 over to the bull field and 3 over to the heifer field over here and set them out, and then we'll feed everybody and take and set them up and get them a nice windbreak ready to go, and get everybody nice and cozy. I can already tell it's getting colder outside, so temperature's going to keep dropping. I think the rain's supposed to quit here for a little bit, and then tonight the rain's supposed to come back and turn into snow and get everything nice and frozen, so it'll be fun. So, let's get to it. Now they'll have a nice windbreak there. We got them panels and stuff that's got that mesh on it that'll block some wind, but them hay bales, they'll be able to get right behind those and stay nice and cozy tonight and tomorrow and this weekend. So I left the net wrap on them because I don't really want them tearing those bales up, because I'm gonna pull them back out after this weekend. Might sound stupid, but they're just gonna make a mess out of them if I leave. They got 4 round bales in there, so I'll pull those 3 back out. Hopefully they don't tear them up, and then they can eat what they got. We'll throw them back out there after they eat what they started. So I kind of scooted some hay around. That way the calves and stuff would have a place to lay down. They wasn't in the mud. But yeah, so all the wind comes from that direction, so they ought to stay nice and cozy and be able to get out of the weather. So we're gonna go do the same thing to the bull field and feed them, and then I gotta feed the cows and throw them a bale of hay, and then everything should be nice and tucked in, and we will see how the night goes, and we'll get back with you in the morning and see if our water heaters were able to keep up to keep anything thawed out throughout the night. They should. I don't expect them to keep the entire thing thawed out, but at least enough to where the cows can get something to drink and the float's not, froze shut. So that wind's going to be pretty brutal, so it's going to be tough keeping things thawed out, even if it wasn't going to be so cold. But yeah, so we will finish buckling down the hatches for this big storm they're talking about, and hopefully everything goes well. We will get back with you in the morning. So see you tomorrow. Well, good cold morning to you all. We are next day, and Storm Elliott hit last night. We got a little bit of snow. We've only got a couple inches, maybe an inch. It's hard to tell with the wind blowing. It drifted up and stuff like that, but we got a little snow. But the worst part of it is it's about -6 degrees this morning with a wind chill of holy shit, it's cold. So we are going to just go and check waters. I don't imagine they're thawed out, to be honest with you. I would say that they're still, even though with the heaters in them, as cold as it is, and with that wind, I'm sure they froze up pretty good still. So we're going to do that. Check the cows, throw them a little bit of feed just because it's really cold, and hey, they could probably use some energy. So we're going to do that this morning, and get back inside where it's warm, because good Lord, it don't take long being out here, and it's pretty daggone cold. So the good news is this is not going to get any warmer today, so that's cool. Okay, I take that back. It's going to get like to 5 today, but it's still going to be windy, and it sucks because the wind is what really just makes it miserable to be out and everything else. So, but hey, we're going to stay warm today. Hope you all are too. If you're having to be out and about, stay safe and stay warm. Let's get to it. I told you that was the best start in the diesel there is. It did lag a little bit though. It's pretty freaking cold, but I wouldn't even be starting the tractor, but the bulls, so when I lined the hay up yesterday, the heifers is good. The bulls, I didn't really line it up real good to block the wind, so they're not even really kind of standing beside it. So I'm gonna take the tractor up this morning when I throw them some feed, and I'm gonna push a couple of those bells around so that they have some more of a better wind block, I guess you could say, and hopefully they'll stay around there. And if they don't stand by it, I don't know what to do, because that's just tough shit, I guess, because you ain't smart enough to stay out of the wind, and I guess just get cold. I don't know. So go check this the cow water, and we'll throw them a bucket of feed. Oh, I love this too. As cold as it is, where it snowed before the ground froze. Look at that. It's just muddy underneath. So that's always fun. But let's take a look at this water over here. So when I don't have a heater in this water will freeze pretty daggum thick. As you can see, even with the heater in here, you got a little sludge at the top. So not super thick right around the water or around the heater. Then as we get over here, still not super thick. So we're looking at maybe like an inch. So definitely it's definitely helped. But I'm gonna break all this free. I need to break that float free, and we'll get up to the other fields. Well, we got the hay moved for the bulls, got them fed. I tell you, this is where I'd be, because this blocks the wind off an awful lot. You can see where it blocked off last night. I really don't know why they I don't know why they didn't stay over here, but one thing, you can't say it's not beautiful. It is beautiful. As cold and as painful as it is beautiful. But with that being said, I am frozen, especially from busting these waters and stuff. I am frozen. The bull's water was just like the cows. It was thawed out around the heater, and it wasn't too bad, but we got it busted loose, and now we're going to do the heifers, and we're going to get our butts inside where it's nice and warm and toasty. Wait, the stash is growing icicles. I tell you, I'm glad this ain't every day. Good Lord, look at my jacket where I was busting water. Freaking solid ice. Anyhow, I tell you, I'm glad this ain't every day for us. So I feel for those people that this is a normal day for them. Dadgum. My toes are froze, my fingers are froze, my stash is froze. I am froze. So I'm gonna head on to the house, and I'm gonna little kick back, lay back, and I'm gonna drink me a nice cup of coffee and unthaw and give it a few hours, and we'll do it all over again tonight. So like I said, it's a good thing. Only got a couple days of this. I think Sunday on Christmas. So today is Friday. Tomorrow's Christmas Eve. Sunday's Christmas. So it is supposed to get back up to more of a normal cold, and the wind's supposed to knock down. I think tomorrow the wind's actually supposed to knock down a little bit. But it is very cold. So I know them boys down in Texas, if anybody's watching, I think they're getting a little cold today too, and I tell you, they're less used to it than we are. So everybody stay warm out there, and get in where it's nice and warm, and thaw out when you can. So appreciate you hanging with us. We will catch you later. See you next time.